Good morning, everyone. Day 6. I don't think there's going to be too much to say about this because it's cornflakes with milk. The rest of the box of cornflakes that we had from before. The only thing that I would say, I think, is that I think I might have done it a bit unevenly, probably the right way round, because I feel like I've got more cornflakes today than I had when we did it on the first day. But apart from that, what do you guys think? Is it nice?
I mean, I'd never choose to eat cornflakes because I just think they're a bit boring, really. But they're absolutely fine.
What do you think, Elspeth? Are they nice?
You love them?
They're all right.
You love them? Yeah. We have got a very, very indulgent lunch here.
I'm
Using
very excited.
5 eggs. 5 eggs. So we have omelette. Folded over inside there is cheese, onion and a little bit of ham that is left. Yeah, I left yours there so that you could make it yourself if you wanted to. Good boy. With a bit of salad. Yeah, apart from the fact that it's fried in lard, it's pretty much like what people would have today, although this is not how I make omelette. But and a little bit of milk mixed in with the egg just to kind of make it go a little bit further. But it seemed to work. So yeah.
It's nice and crispy. Very tasty. Oh, look at all that flavour in there.
Yeah, because we haven't had much cheese the rest of the week, we're getting spoilt with cheese now, so it's exciting.
My whole kind of balancing the foodstuffs. I'm sure some people would have used up things sooner, and some weeks might have been better or worse than others. But yeah, if you can save things up until the end and have treat meals. This is a treat meal.
Yeah.
It was amazing to think of an omelette as a treat meal. But it's very tasty. Thank you, Lois.
It's alright. How's yours, Gabriel?
Great.
Oh, you're making it like a wrapping it up.
Mm.
Is it nice? I think that's a yes.
60.
It's day 6. Sunday, so day of the Great British Roast. However, we don't have any meat. So this is our roast. It's a lentil roast with roast potatoes, roasted parsnips and carrots and a gravy. Looks and smells quite good. So, as you can see.
I'm going to try some of this. It's supposed to be duck shaped.
It all kind of
Fake duck.
slomped a little bit when I tried to take it out of the roasting dish, but
It's alright. So what we got here?
so this is lentils, green lentils, mashed potato, breadcrumbs, onion, and then roasted in lard for a couple of hours. I think it is okay.
It's tasty. And it seems to be filling.
What do you think? Elspeth likes carrots, as does Gabriel. Always start with their favourite bits, the children. So, I think this is a moderate success. Are you eating the lentils? And what do you think?
Yum, 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 in my tum tum. It's so good.
What are you eating, Elspeth? Have you got the lentils?
Can't get enough of them. Can't eat them fast enough.
So after our Sunday roast, we have jam roly-poly. I have been really looking forward to this. This looks like the best piece, I think. It looks quite cakey in the middle, but a lot of it has gone a bit slumpy. I'm not quite sure why that is, because I don't think I've ever steamed a pudding in a cloth before. And we're going to have that with custard, birds, custard powder. So let's see. So we have Mummy's attempt at jam roly-poly. What do we think? Have you tried it yet, Gabriel?
Yeah.
And what does it taste like? Is it nice?
Yeah.
Is it yum yum?
Yeah.
You can eat it? Have you tried the custard? That was a bit hot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe wait for that to cool down a bit. Okay.
It tastes like mint. And it also tastes like a bit.
It should taste like strawberries because it's got strawberry jam in it.
Yeah.
Right, what do you think, Daddy?
It looks like it looks quite sloppy, but then when you actually make contact, it is quite firm. So it's deceiving. But I've only steamed puddings in a bowl. Yeah, it's quite. There's like two consistencies. You've got the something that looks a little bit kind of dry, a bit more like what you think was cakey, and then everything else looks kind of wetter. But I mean, it's tasty. It's there's some jam in there that I've got too. Because that's kind of the fear of doing something like this when you're putting it in water. Is it all kind of like hold together? And it seems to have done. The wholemeal flour, I think, makes it probably a little bit heavier than we're used to things like this having been made from white flour. But yeah, it's really nice. What a treat! Mm-hmm. What a treat!
Special Sundays.
Mmm.
Look at the state of you! You're covered in custard. You're covered in custard. Is it really yummy? Oh, you got a spoon? And you've got custard in your bowl. You lucky girl. Are you going to scoop some? Yeah! So day 6 of our rationing week is complete. Nearly there. One more day to go. And I think it's been quite a good day in terms of food today. It's felt quite indulgent compared to some of the other days. Omelette at lunchtime with cheese and ham, so using all of the eggs. That was very nice. And doing our roast dinner this evening. Obviously no meat, but the lentil roast I thought was quite nice, and potatoes and parsnips, and yeah, all very delicious. However, I have spent the entire day pretty much in the kitchen, so it's been quite hard work, quite intense. How did you find it?
It's very funny, the things that become treats. So, couple of weeks ago, what we'd call treats would be an ice cream or something like that, and we quite often have something chocolatey or some pudding after every single dinner, and yeah, the idea of all of a sudden a treat being a bit of cheese, a bit of ham, I think it's just one really wonderfully opens your eyes to the abundance that we have, and how lucky we are. And it's very there's a bitter sweetness to abundance, not having to want for anything, but there's complacency comes alongside with that, and you don't appreciate it. It's easy to lose gratitude for what you have, and I think that's very something that's very important with what we do in history workshops is that history shouldn't be sugar-coated. It should be warts and all, so that we are aware about just how lucky we are in our current world, our current environment. I told someone, a family member, that we used up all of our meat ration. He said, "Oh, you're going to be vegetarian for the rest of the week." Well, not really, because we're cooking with lard, and so that's not particularly vegetarian. And I thought that vegetarianism was quite a modern thing, but actually, from your research, you said that it was already a thing, or not eating meat.
Yeah, I think some people were vegetarian during the Second World War, and afterwards when the rationing came in. So if you registered as vegetarian, you got extra other things. So instead of the meat, you got an extra egg, so I've heard stories of people who registered as vegetarians so that they got the extra egg and then just got a little bit of meat on the black market to cover that side of things, which is a little bit naughty, but one way of getting through and making sure that you and your family had enough.
It's got nothing to do with your shady past, has it?
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, there's an idea of camaraderie, and there's kind of like a wonderful side to the Second World War of people coming together for the greater good. But that wasn't always the case. The black market was a thing. And if you could cheat the system to get a couple of extra eggs a week because you knew that you knew a guy who could get you some meat, it'll cost you money, and you probably pay a little bit more money for it because it was all done illicitly. But if it saved your points, so there was a bit of game playing, I think, going on. I mean, people just trying to get by and just do what they can, don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I feel in terms of hunger and food satisfaction, I feel absolutely fine. I do find that I am drinking a lot more tea.
Because you can't have coffee.
Well, I think it helps me have a cup of tea. That's kind of something to look forward to, a little bit of treat, a little bit of indulgence. But yeah, like the food has been tasty. It did have seconds of the jam roly poly pudding, and I did regret that. I don't know whether it's like needed a bit more time cooking or something, but
I don't know.
or whether you just shouldn't have seconds of jam roly poly
Probably
pudding.
that one.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I kind of almost also felt that if there's a little bit of food that might go wasted, then you're going to eat it. You're not going to waste food if it's something that's not going to keep till tomorrow. Or not, we weren't sure if it was going to keep till tomorrow. You want to eat, cram as much of it down, because what if you go hungry? What if one of your children smash your eggs as you're trying to get them out of the fridge, or something spoils?
Yeah, that was going to happen earlier.
So you've been trying to balance out the things really well, and that's assuming things are perfect every single week. But accidents happen. Food sometimes spoils, or there are accidents. So yeah, you wouldn't waste food. It's been a very insightful process.